Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and as well Sagittarius Rising weekly general tarot reading March 8th up until March 14th, 2021. And if you are interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to see a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, moving to the general reading of the week for you Sagittarius, the first card that we do have, that is going to be the Nine of Wands, followed by the Page of Pentacles. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the Two of Wands, followed by the Five of Cups. And the last one that we do have for you, that will be the Nine of Swords. So these five cards we do have here. And the week for you, Sagittarius, is going to start very typical for the spring, to be honest, because the Nine of Wands, it is when you do lean into your recent and even previous experience in regards to what you are going through, having astute awareness, if you will, how you can not rebuild it, but reshuffle it. Nine of Wands, it is when you do make the necessary conscious changes about how you tackle with the project, about how you tackle with your relationship, about how you are to tackle with your friendships, if you will, in order to make them as easy as possible and in order to make them as productive as possible as well. So that being said, the start of the week for you is going to be marked with a lot of patience and as well a lot of subtlety in there into taking decisions, incorporating your actions as well, and in generally structuring your environment in such a way that you are pretty much prepared for anything that it is to be thrown your way. Those that are single, Nine of Wands into the Aleister Crowley deck, which is the Thoth Tarot. Nine of Wands is described, or it is presented as the bridge in between the sun and the moon, and that's when it is translated in terms of relationship. That is when two people meet each other. Okay, so yeah, that it is very possible for you lonely souls out there that are looking for love, that at the start of this week, March 8th up until March 14th, you may meet your next girlfriend, boyfriend, you name it. And that is further supported here by the next one, which is the Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, that is a somebody that's, you definitely know this person here that steps in and kind of plays a role for you throughout the week. Page of Pentacles, they, as an individuals, they are very devoted type of an individuals. And for one or another reason, they are very devoted to what you do, or they are very devoted to you as well. Why, you may ask? Because either what you do or either what you are, Page of Pentacles sees that it's simply worth it. It's what they should develop. It's the only thing right now that makes most sense out of it. Now, problems with the Page of Pentacles, they are very meticulous type of individuals. What I mean is that they strive for perfection. And so until the circumstances and the environment isn't perfect, they may not make any approach whatsoever towards you, especially if that's an intimate approach. So here, the intimate connection, if that's what you are after, will rely a lot on your initiation, because the situation again may not be as perfect as the page may want, so they can make an approach towards you. And I'd say that you know this person, because in terms of intimacy, I do believe that that's a friend of yours that has secretly more than a friendship towards you, and they just want to pretty much say it out loud. How far it's gonna go, that depends entirely on you as well. But be on a watch out for a person who always seek your presence, or rather like your company, always wants to help you even if you don't ask their help about. And it generally, it seems more concerned for your things rather than more than you do. They are more concerned about you than you are concerned about yourself. And right after the appearance of the Page of Pentacles here, we do have the Two of Wands, and that is the comprehension over how far you can go with the Page of Pentacles with that individual. Is that the appearance of this person is accomplishment, and can this accomplishment be built forward, be built moving together? So if the Page of Pentacles, it's an individual that it is devoted to your business, to what you do as a hobby, to your career, here together you can accomplish good things throughout the week, and on top of it, moving forward into the future, you can build on top of these accomplishments. But this card here also shows a little bit of a darker side, and that is the awareness of power you do have over the Page of Pentacles, and therefore one can forget themselves into it and start demanding more and more and more. And this is where at point, or it could reach a point where the page simply snaps and says no. And at that point, you are gonna find yourself losing everything you build up with this individual. So my appeal to you, Sagittarius, it is while you do have your standards, criteria, wishes, and goals, be mindful about how much you do demand from those around you. Saying that aside, Two of Wands here points that you do have excellent presence, excellent accomplishments, okay, and excellent contribution toward the world that the world is awaiting for you to give. And at that point, together with the Page of Pentacles, it is the point where you start expanding on that contribution, on that vision, you know, on that presence as well, and you are to accomplish even bigger things than what you have accomplished thus far. And right after that, we do have the Five of Cups, and that's a typical card realizing, you know, that things never go perfect. Okay, this is the law of Murphy playing here, saying that if something happens from the first try, then you definitely did something terribly wrong in it. So the Five of Cups here represents, you know, the disappointment you are going to face from one thing or another, that it is not happening either from the first try, you know, or it is not happening the way you want it to happen to its perfection. And that's disappointment would further be supplemented by the Page of Pentacles, because what we said about that card, that's a person who is perfectionist. They would want the thing to happen more perfectly than you would want the thing to happen. And if you do find yourself slightly disappointed, because that's what we're talking about here, being slightly disappointed, they're going to be severely disappointed. Say, you know, that's a new person that you can start dating with, but throughout the week you do have a lot of work to do, you know, and you don't have much of a time while you would want to. That will slightly disappoint you, while they are going to be very disappointed of the circumstances. Alas, nothing can be done about it at this given point. And the Five of Cups is also a card pointing that no matter circumstances, you should not abandon the goal. So if you decide, you know, that you are to date with this Page of Pentacles, if you do decide to do business with them, even if you are facing certain predicaments somewhere along the week, to do what you are planning to do with the Page of Pentacles, that should not be a prerequisite nor a foundation for either of you to abandon the goal to be together, either in business, either in relationship, either in friendship, or maybe in all three cumulatively. The thing about the Page of Pentacles, it is that disappointment they're gonna have, it will convert into sense of loss as well, that they are losing time with you. It's kind of like that time will never gonna come back. They're losing, you know, intimacy, or they're losing money, and so on and so forth. So if you can do something to put their worries into rest, that will be best that you can do. And at the end of the week here, right after the the Five of Cups, the disappointments, we do have the Nine of Swords. And Nine of Swords, it is where you do, it is the card of acceptance in your case, Sagittarius. That is where you do realize the full extent of the consequences of what you have initiated, not just only with the Page of Pentacles, because that's the grand thing of the week, right? But you're going to have many other things going on. You're going to have, you know, for example, interactions with your family. You're going to have interactions with your children if you do have any, and so on and so forth. So this reading goes as far as the grand thing of the week, you know, the hero of the week. But there are going to be other things that are going on there. And the Nine of Swords, it kind of like combines all, and it points that you are going to, like I said, stand against the consequences of whatever actions you have forced, you know, or whatever results you are to bear, and so on and so forth, and the consequences of the cooperation, if you will, in between you and the Page of Pentacles. And there you are going to accept the situations plural, as they are, and just simply accept the consequences of it, which doesn't mean that there are going to be negative consequences of it. It is just the realization of that there is no going back from it, is going to be there, and that will be the scary part. That being said, though, I can only accolade you for it. For at the end of the week, whatever you have been afraid of doing, whatever you have been afraid of saying, you are going to be afraid no more. And with that, the reading ends. Hopefully you have enjoyed it and you do liked it. And Sagittarius, we are going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.